Hello. Today we're going to go over two different cells, mainly because I want to learn what the difference is. I've heard a lot of different rumors on how they are different, but nothing tells me. I mean, that's in any game you hear from somebody or somebody says so, but they don't show the work or how it actually is being applied. You just believe them because they're good. That's one reason to believe somebody, I guess, but I can't do it. I can't do it. What cells am I talking about? Aetheric Attunement and Aetheric Frenzy. So if you're familiar with my Save the World videos and all the testing and myth busting that I do, I always make sure that there's not anything else at play. So we went back to our recruit gear, so there's not any extra bonus stats that might be affecting stuff. What we're going to have is Drask's Eye. Well, it really doesn't matter what lantern I have on, but in the process of picking what lantern, I was wondering, do all the lanterns have the same recharge rates and stuff? So I might go through and do some of that testing to see if maybe some lanterns are available more frequently than others. I imagine they're all the same, but since there's no numbers or gauges on anything, I don't know. But that would be another video if there's such a discrepancy. So back on topic, Aetheric Attunement. We'll put that in here. If you come over and look at it, it goes up to, on a +6, 50% lantern charge from attacks. So 50%. Now when we slot Aetheric Frenzy, it says +3, +4, +5, all the way up to +12.5 lantern charge on hit. 50%, 12.5. 12. I would assume a lantern has 100 units until it's charged, right? Right? Maybe? I don't know. But I would assume, looking at this kind of stuff, so 12.5. So even if this was a +5 and I got 10 lantern charge on hit, I would guess I would have to hit it 10 times to get a full lantern charge. I would guess. But then how does the percentages work on attunement? 50% of what? It's not 50% of your lantern, because that would be 2 hits. That's the obvious choice. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm going to figure out how many hits it works, and we'll see if it's damage oriented. So we'll use a chain blade, and then I might switch to hammer or axe to get a bigger, slower hit, and we'll see if that changes. On a set number like Frenzy, 12.5, no matter what weapon it is, it's always going to be 12.5. So initially, I would already think that Frenzy is geared towards high rate of fire, attack speed, higher attack speed weapons. So chain blades would excel greatly with Frenzy over Attunement, and I think the percentage has to do with some kind of percentage on the damage dealt. I don't know how they calculate that, because if you hit 4, I mean, I've never really paid attention with my axe, but if I crit for 18,000, is that an instant charge? I don't know. So we'll figure that out. There's one rumor though that's not stated anywhere, and we're gonna debunk that right now to see if it's true or not. Maybe you've heard it, maybe you haven't. Frenzy. So you have your hold ability, which is what I'm referring to, which is what your attacks charge up. It's the blue circle around your lantern in game. This is what is charging. Your other one, your instant ability, is based on a timer, and so Frenzy is supposedly supposed to charge the timer faster. Doesn't say that, so why would I believe that? We're gonna test that really quick. We'll do that first, actually. Wow, I look goofy. All right, so just so I'm not doing anything misleading, I threw on the Drask helmet because it has a built-in, is it gonna tell me, +3 Aetheric Attunement. I do not have anything else equipped, so no power, no nothing. And then I have slotted my Aetheric Attunement +3 cell, giving us a total of +6. That's the only thing we're running. And we're going to run chain blades. Do I have a partner flare? No, not cool enough yet. Not yet. All right. Upper left-hand corner, you'll notice the lantern with the brown. There'll be an arrow up there. With the brown circle, that fills up. It turns blue as you do damage to behemoths. You have to do damage. Here I'm attacking. It's not filling up. Okay. The number 1 in that little orange rectangle box is your instant cast for your lantern. So we have Aetheric Attunement selected. Boom. We're going to go ahead and pop the instant and see how long it takes for the thing to recharge. You ready? I'll put it, obviously there'll be a timer. You're probably looking at it right now, but from me fat fingering the two phones, yeah. So about 27 seconds, 28 seconds, 27.21 is what I got. Oh, here's another thing I didn't think of until just now. These, when you run across this, for those of you that also don't know and you're new, they give you a speed bonus, but sometimes you like, oh, I don't want to run over there to get a speed bonus. I'm going to keep running straight. They also fill your meter. Let's see how many it takes to fill the meter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thinking 10. Thinking 10. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right, let's see how many. We're just going to go in and do basic attack. Basic attack. See how many hits it takes. All right, so I did notice I'm going to have to BRB because I got to go back, rewatch this in post, and then count those numbers because each tick, so whether it was a yellow attack combined with a white attack, the two number sets coming up, so the base damage and the part damage, if I hit and I got both numbers, it ticked twice. So even if I counted the number of swings, some of my swings only procced a part damage or a white number. So we'll have to get back and see how many actual ticks of damage it took to fill that meter. All right, we're back. This time, where am I? This time we've got +6 Aetheric Frenzy. So +12, 5 Lantern charge on hit. But let's test that rumor on the time. Go ahead. Pop the instant. This is supposed to charge the instant faster, is what I'm told. We were at, like, on my timer, it was about 28 seconds. It's backwards. It's backwards from what I was told. Now, this isn't, where are we at? We're almost done. .45 is what I got. I'll have a timer on screen, obviously. It's going to be different. But right there, Aetheric Attunement is better than Frenzy. And maybe that's the actual rumor. That's what everybody's actually saying. I've only heard in chat from Twitch from a few people that Frenzy charges that faster. Now, I haven't been to Reddit. I haven't talked to anybody that's been playing the game for a super long time. But regardless, one does actually charge it faster, and that is Attunement, not Frenzy. So nobody's wrong. I mean, the person that told me Frenzy's wrong, but one does actually charge one faster. That's crazy. I didn't think they did. Now let's go gobble these up. Remember, it took 10 of these to fill the bar. With Attunement, probably takes 10 also now. Yeah, it's going to take 10. 2. Yeah, it's good. We'll do it for science. We can already tell. It's number 6. Need number 10. Boom. All right, so it doesn't change that. For those of you that I was kind of curious. All right, again, if I get mixed results, I'll have to, in post, calculate it up and pop it on screen. But we'll look at it. It is double ticking. Already, this is charging faster. By a long shot. Yeah, because it's 12.5 units. Clearly, the thing is not 100 units to fill your meter. We would have hit that already with 12.5 units. But this is definitely faster than 50% from Attunement. On the screen would be the number it took, how many ticks of damage, how many 12.5s. Hey, then I can do the math. That should be on the screen too. The math of how much the meter is worth. Wouldn't it be crazy if I tested a different lantern and it had a different meter size? All right, BRB. Changing weapons. All right, we're back. We're going to run Hammer. Same thing, just +6 Aetheric Attunement, Recruit Hammer. See if this 50% is bigger with a harder hitting weapon. He's laughing at me. Hitting different numbers. It's clearly different. Clearly different, but I'm not consistently getting because I'm hitting different body parts because it's a wide swing, but it's clearly different. Interesting. So yes, the Attunement, we'll run Frenzy just to double check that it stays the same as it did because it's a flat value, whereas this is a percentage. This is tedious because I have to stop moving to get the area. I can't hold forward, otherwise it'll be a poke. Yeah, that 204. When you hit for 204, that thing jumps. That thing jumps. Remember I was hitting for like 60, 60, 61, 62 per chain blade? But I'd get a white number and a yellow number, so it'd be 2 ticks. This guy is clearly... I get that leg for 204. Whatever I'm hitting. Yeah, we're not going to tally this up. It's clearly based on... So the more damage you do, the bigger the number you do, let's say, the more increase you get from Aetheric Attunement. Clear as day. Clear as day. All right, so we're back again for the final test. Run in Hammer again, but now we're 6th Aetheric Frenzy. So this shouldn't change. You should get 12.5 Lantern charge per hit. Nothing based on damage. Okay. Oh, good thing I can't do the overhead. Don't do the overhead. Not that it matters on this one. But to be safe, we got to keep it consistent. Silly goose. All right, so that was fun. I haven't been able to do anything like that yet in this game. I've literally been playing nonstop, just trying to level things up. Only the last couple days have I sat down to really started looking into builds and how you can combine different gear because they have built-in stats. Some of them have different bonuses. I like to do this kind of stuff too because there's a lot of things that I don't understand. There's another one coming up that I'm going to sit down and really break down, Bladestorm versus Sharpened, because that's another one I get people that are like, you should be using Sharpened instead of Bladestorm or vice versa. Okay. And there's also another rumor about one being the bonus to be activated without actually having to dodge through an attack, so we'll test that too. But yeah, just really quick, I like spreadsheets. I like to throw things up on numbers. This is what we just did. Instant recharge right here. So with Aetheric Attunement equipped, your instant ability is on a 26.58 second cooldown. And then with Frenzy, it's a 39.8 second cooldown. Then, with Chain Blades, it was a pretty rock solid test with Chain Blades, consistently hitting about 63 without any inflections or miss damage numbers or anything. So it took 41 hits with Frenzy to recharge the hold ability of the Lantern, and it took 56 charges or 56 attacks to get it fully charged with Attunement. Difference being 26.79. Obviously, there's going to be other things in the game that will make these numbers a little different. These aren't set in stone. I'm sure there's some other situations that maybe at higher level and more damage output, these might fluctuate a little bit. It's not always going to be 41 hits. You could be running a 550 chain blade, and it might not be 41, okay? But just give an example of the difference between Attunement and Frenzy with bare bones stuff. This is how it works. The hammer was a little different. I expected Attunement to be far less hits than Frenzy when I started the video. It did dial it down quite a bit with a difference of 13.9 difference. The only thing that I could think of to make it better, and this is where the hammer test wasn't 100% accurate, was I was cleave damaging. So I would hit for like a 53, a 208, and then a 53. Or I'd hit for a 28 and a 53. I don't think I ever hit for a 53. As long as I connected once, I think I hit for 208, right? But those 53s on a percentage-based perk are going to drop that percentage gain. So maybe Attunement would have been better if I was able to only pull off 208 hits. And then Frenzy also boggled my mind also, because at the end of the day, Frenzy states 12.5 meter gain per hit. Well, if it's 12.5 per hit, shouldn't it still be 41 hits? It took 41 hits at a flat rate per hit. This took 25. Then on top of it, if you go back and look really quick, when I hit for the 208, that flat rate was bigger than the flat rate from a lower number. So it's 12.5 of the damage, but it's not a percentage. And the 50% is clearly not 50% of the damage, but it's 50% of something. So Attunement versus Frenzy when it comes to your hold ability still gives me a little bit of a headache. I'm kind of still on the fence, leaning, not on the fence, leaning towards Attunement being more efficient with hard hits than Frenzy. This proves that it dialed it in closer. But the fact that Frenzy is not consistent, that gives me a headache. We know this now, but the Frenzy bothers me. Frenzy bothers me. Anyway, I stream daily on Twitch at twitch.tv/SlyGumbi between the hours of 8 p.m. till around 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're rowdy, we're goofy, we play with chat, we listen to music. My family goes to bed, my kid goes to bed. It's my time to be a kid. I don't really have a gimmick. I'm not behaving. I just kick it, go live, talk, chit chat. I'm just hanging out with people, meeting people, making friends. So if you're sensitive, I don't think you should probably swing by. If you like to relax, goof off, and R-rated movies don't bother you, you should definitely come by, check it out. It's a good time. We have a lot of fun. Oh yeah, did I say we play with chat? So we rotate people in and out. It's a good time. We just goof off all night long. I also support a creator code, SlyGumbi. It doesn't show up in the list, but it's there, trust me. And then I have a Twitter, I have a website. Everything's under SlyGumbi. If you want more SlyGumbi, just SlyGumbi anywhere. It's the same thing everywhere. Soon. And on that, see you guys in the next one.